Hello, I'm Moira Jenkins. I'm the Mayor of the City of Victor Harbor, and I am absolutely super excited to be with the Justagirl team to do some fishing with the wonderful Coast to Coast fishing competition here in Victor Harbor.
There you go, guys. We've just hit 81 boats and they're still rolling in at the moment. So I think it's a bit of a pat on the back for everyone.
My name's Tracy and I work as a hospitality worker in a hotel. I was sitting in my car driving to my 60th birthday and saw a Facebook ad for Justagirl and went, how cool would this be? Because I love my fishing, and said to hubby, I said, oh, I'm going to apply. And he said, oh, yeah, whatever. So tomorrow's my first comp and I'm really nervous.
It's always a nervous drive to the boat ramp in the morning and everybody needs a toilet stop before we get there.
You're the ladies' team, are you?
We are, yes.
All lady crew? How many of you? Just two of you?
5 of us today.
Oh, 5 of you?
Yes. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, so we
Have you been in it before?
some of us have been in it before.
Oh, yes.
So we got the mayor on the boat today with us.
Oh.
She's one of our POBs.
Yeah, okay, cool. Nice.
I'm with you.
Oh, there you go, yes.
I'm Julie. Hello, Julie. I'm a bit messy from yesterday.
Your ears must have been burning.
I was just saying, we've got Moira on the boat today. We've got the mayor.
Yeah.
One of our POBs.
Oh, it's nice to be here.
Yeah.
Much better weather than last
Oh,
year.
yeah.
It's fabulous.
Yeah.
And I reckon we're going to catch some tuna.
I hope so. Hi, Moira.
It's always great fishing with Moira because she sees all the things that we need, like more parking. There's 88 boats in this comp, which equates to probably 3 people per boat. So that's a lot of people and a lot of boats, and they all move out fairly quickly. Steve down there has got this under control beautifully. We've even got chauffeurs to drive us back from the car park.
Katie, you want coffee? Yeah. No, thanks. I just had one.
And there's a coffee van. Our orders are in and we're ready to go. Everyone's excited and a little bit nervous. There's nothing like the start for a tuna fishing comp. So we've just got the weekend on the water. We only have Moira with us for the one day, so we've got her today and then we're out just with us tomorrow. The second boat, Team Justagirl 2, skippered by Dean Forster, is also heading out today. Another thing that's awesome at these tournaments is how much patience everyone has for each other getting in and off the water. Normally you get sinkers thrown at you or abused, or there's punch-ups, all sorts of things. But when there's a comp on, everyone's pretty excited and in really good spirits.
Copy 1900 hours, over.
Justagirl out.
One of the compulsories for all fishing comps here in South Australia, and I believe in most places in Australia, are to call in and register so that everyone knows you're out and about, and also when you come in so everyone's home safe. So the day before, Jules and I had done a little bit of a sneaky scouting about mission because it was her dad's 80th and we took him out for a fish. I know that Justagirl 2 headed straight out to Sanders Bank, which is way out in the deep, and we chose to stay in.
These are dirty Harrys.
We hadn't even got past the 20-metre mark and we could see these birds working, and we thought, let's go and have a look. We knew there was a lot of dolphins in that area, so that's what we figured they were. Anyway, we put everything out, and guess what? Moira was on first strike and hooked up straight away. And poor Katie, our camera girl, she was having some trouble staying on her feet. I love it when I've got someone new on the boat who hasn't done a lot of fishing, because it means you can actually train them and get them fishing properly at the very first instance. It's really hard when someone comes with bad habits and you try and get them out of it.
Wind down. Little left. Even if you only get half a turn on them. That's it. And again. Wind down. I'll just bring the boat round.
drag up a bit, Moira. Moira was really getting a workout from this fish, and it was starting to take its toll on her. That's it, now wind down. Lift, now wind down, that's it. Nearly there. Nearly there, you'll see some line on later and then we can help.
Yep, we're nearly there.
You just stand back, we'll just drop that drag back in case the fish has to run off again. Just keep your rod. Jules will take him around in circles. Here he comes, keep holding the Jules.
Oh, he's under the motor.
Right, let him go.
Oh, he's cut the line on the motor.
We went back round and Trace and I were on strike next and we both hooked up. Bring him around this way. Poor old Katie, we're sitting broadside at the moment through no choice of our own and she's actually starting to change colour. We needed to turn around and get back into the school as quickly as possible. Moira was up on strike next and Katie was fading fast. Wind down. Come into the corner, Moira. Get that double on the line. This is young Katie Edwards, our camera girl. She was with us yesterday on the water and was crook all day, and today's not looking much better for her. Poor thing. Coming up after the break, Moira lands that tuna.
This is my dad taking him out fishing today for his 80th birthday. So, how are you feeling about that?
Well, it's great to be out fishing.
Yeah.
Not so sure about the 80th, but it's good. It's good. We're here. Caught quite a few fish, but nothing serious. And when I've seen the photos that you show, I thought, wow, that would be great. So we're living in hope.
Yes. Yep.
So we've been married 56 years. I've been heavily involved in sport all my life, and that's kind of a major thing. And
So something happened in 1964. What was that?
well, that was probably my peak of my experience as far as basketball goes, because I represented Australia in the 1964 Olympics. Played for the Australian Boomers, and that was just an unbelievable event.
So how many times had they entered basketballers into the Olympics before?
They had they'd only played in the Olympics in 1956 once before, because the home country always gets a team in.
Right.
The year before 1960 didn't qualify. You have to qualify to get into the Olympics.
Yep.
But in 64 we qualified and did quite well. And because of that, basketball became an official Olympic sport for Australia.
Oh, let's see if we can get you some fish today.
Well, like I said, we're living in hope, and and even if it didn't happen, it would be a wonderful experience. And I knew
It's nice to spend the day with you.
That's one of the good things about it. I'm with you.
Justagirl isn't just about fishing, but it's also about dreams and the spirit of Justagirl. And one of the things that happened recently, I might get upset now, emotional, but Justagirl isn't just about the fishing, they're also about making dreams come true. And recently my father had his 80th birthday, and so as a family we decided we would surprise him with a fishing trip, because he's always looking at the photos of these big fish that I bring home, and he said, oh, I only dreamed to ever bring in a fish like that, because he's only ever caught a fish this big.
It all happened at the very last minute. Well, we had a couple of goes, and then on to the third go We actually got it in, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
So we got sashimi at your place for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Awesome.
How does it feel, Dad? How does it feel?
It feels great. It feels great. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, happy birthday, Dad. I hope
Thank
you've
you.
enjoyed yourself today.
Thank you so much, and thank you for the company, you two guys.
And so we took him out for his 80th a few weeks ago, and we fished all day, and there was nothing. And then right at the 11th hour after Dad sort of comes down and sits with me, and he says, you know, fishing's like that sometimes. You just, you know, but it's just nice to be on the water. It's nice to be with you. And then I said, well, Dad, you never know. There's, you know, the second bite at the end of the day. And then bang, 5 lines went off, and we were all going under and over getting these lines. And then we lost all of the fish, and then we got back on the school, 4 line hookup, and we lost 2 of those. But Dad and I were still on our fish, and both of us brought our fish in. And so that was just like such a highlight. But the thing for Dad was that he was pretty rapt because his fish was bigger than mine. And at the end of the day, he was just so wiped out. It was an absolute, you know, huge dream come true for him. And he still talks about it, and he shows all the photos to all of his friends, and it's like, who does that for their 80th? So that was just an awesome day. And I really, really appreciated Justagirl for, you know, supporting us in achieving that dream. So that was awesome.
Before the break, we had Moira hooked up. This was the second time today. We lost the first one, but this one looks like it's going to be good. And she's pumped. She reckons she's going to get this one in. Alright, so she can grab the double. You look back. Get backwards. We're being super careful with this fish because we just don't want to break her heart again.
Oh, Moira, we did it!
We did it! Awesome! You can take that one on the way
So
out.
it's because I don't have, I've got no hand.
This is where most fish get lost, is at the side of the boat, because everyone's in a mad panic and they can see that fish and they just want to go for it. But you just take your time and let the fish tell you what he's doing, like he's going around in circles. And that's how we lead him into the net. Straight into the net.
Actually, you're going to have to go on the other side.
Here he comes. Grip him up, grab the net. Have to help with the net.
Whoa. There's a thing for his
So we
eyes.
just need we didn't get a cloth.
Where are they?
In the bucket? Is there one in the bucket?
After the break, we bring some stuff from Justagirl too, and sadly we have to wrap up the comp. Every single crew member puts their hand up for tournaments, and we don't have 2 boats. So Dean shares his boat with us and skippers it, which is absolutely marvellous. So they headed out to the deep on day 1, and this is just some of their footage from out there. We didn't have film crew for both boats, so the girls took some videos with their phones while they were out there. And that's what you're seeing now. Team Justagirl 2 and their awesome day out in the deep with Dean. A lot of the people fishing in this comp only fish in this comp. You have wives of some of the guys, you have mums of some of the guys, and it's really awesome to see. You know, we all stay at the camping ground where all the action is, and it's just such a camaraderie weekend, and we just absolutely love taking part in these type of events. The comp dates for next year, 2021, are February the 6th and 7th. So if you've got nothing happening on the weekend, support South Australia, support the Coast to Coast Fishing Comp, and support Victor Harbour, and come on down and have some fun. There are two sections to this comp. You can choose to tag and release, or you can choose to kill your fish and bring it in and weigh it. So the weight works on the combined weight of your heaviest fish over 2 days. Here's Just a Girl 2 with big smiles on their faces at their weigh-in on the first night. Some good fish too, girls. Well done. Oh, and Dino, of course. Over a few beers with Team Justagirl 2 last night, they told us about big schools of fish and mammoth hookups. So we decided we would follow them out the next day. We'd lost Moira, so we only had 3 anglers on board. You know, if it comes up a bit rough out there, it's going to be easy for us to get in and out. Lo and behold, Katie got on the boat for her 3rd day. After being sick for 2 days, to get on for a 3rd day, I don't know if I'd have that much courage. But she did, and she kind of came really good on the day. Ready? Woo! Sort of torpedo him down head first.
Is it good?
We've got a tuna just coming onto the top of the surface now. So the main thing with tuna, if you give them any leeway at all, they will take care of you, because they're pretty clever fish. So the main thing is not to high stick them. So if we bring our rod to there and we wind the line onto the reel, and then we just pull up, we use this as a lever. So a lot of people, you see them just winding and using the reel like a winch. It's actually only a storage capacity for the line. So you need to make your rod do all the work. One thing I've found easy as well is if I have one foot in front of the other, instead of standing straight on like that, if you tend to stand like that, you brace yourself as well. You come towards me, so I'm just going to put a little bit more guff into this one. I've got some control. We've got colour down there, so we can see him. We should have double in a moment. And then we're going to end up with wind on leader, which Jules is going to grab, because she's going to leader this fish in. And what she's going to do is she's going to make the fish go around in circles, because that's what these fish do. Put it in right now. It just goes in next to this fin here, because there's some little bones in there that actually will hold the tag in. So it's just a pinch like that. He's a good fish. Now we're just going to take this out as gently as we can so we don't hurt him or damage him. If he keeps his eye covered, he's quite happy just to stay there for a minute. We swap out all treble hooks for singles for 2 reasons. It's nicer on the fish and it's nicer on us if we happen to hook ourselves as well. We need to do 2 of these.
Let's do this one first.
So we're going to bring him over.
Someone needs to get rid of the net.
We're going to put him right up to there, and we're going to lay that flat. And here he is.
Grab her phone.
93. So we write down that he's 93.
So he spears him so he gets water in his goal.
Oh, he's got belly flopped. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, he did.
The last day of fishing is always a short day. We have to get in for weigh-in and presentations and all that sort of stuff. So we got Trace to turn the boat around while Jules and I cleared up on the back deck and packed everything away, and we headed in to see how everyone else had gotten on.
Caught my first tuna yesterday. Very happy with that. I thought it was really important to actually, rather than sit in my office and hear stories about the tuna comp, to actually be involved with it and to go out. So from last year and again this year, I've been so lucky to be asked to be part of Team Justagirl, and thank you to Tracy. And so I've been out with the girls, and this year we caught fish, and I caught a fish, and I was very excited. The organisation of this competition is just second to none, and the work that Steve and Sarah and the team have put in over a long period of time to make this what it is today has just been fantastic, and they deserve an absolute accolades. Thank you so much.
So how did we do? Here's a wrap up. Make sure that you tune into our socials, especially our YouTube channel. Get subscribed up there, and we will see you very soon. Team Justagirl, out.